Hello everyone, you are watching Learn with Lovejeet, and in this video I will be discussing some problems related to strings. So the first one, here I have declared a string named text and initialized with EBCD, and another string named text2 again initialized with EBCD. Now on line 6, inside this if else statement, what I am comparing text1 with text2. Now, what should be the output? Text1 is equal to text2. Should the answer be equal or not equal? If I go by the content, then the content of text1 and text2 is equal. Then what should be printed? Equal. So let's see what is printed here. Not equal. So why not equal is printed here? As I've already told, that when we give the array name or a string name, basically string is also array of characters. So whenever we mention the name of array, what we are getting? We are getting the base address. So on mentioning text1 and text2, what we are getting here? We are getting the addresses. Now the address of EBCD and this EBCD, that is string text1 and text2, the addresses are different. This ABCD is stored somewhere else and this somewhere else. So here I'm comparing the addresses. So the addresses will not be equal. So that's why we got not equal here, not equal. Okay. Basically what I'm doing, I'm comparing the addresses. Whenever we mention the array name, what we are doing, we are basically giving the address. Okay. So let's see what are the addresses of these two using this printf. Inside this printf, I have mentioned text1 and text2. So what should be printed? Addresses. See, address of text1 is this 6487568 and address of text2 6487552. So the addresses are different. So that's why not equal was printed here. Okay. Now next problem. Okay. Here. Here on line 5, I have initialized a string named str with content this ABCD space EFG space I and so on up to DCBA. Okay. Now, what should this line print? Star, then inside this parentheses and operator, then str, then str2 and this. So what should be printed here? Yes. So how can I decompose it? Okay. This should be written as like this. The compiler will interpret it like okay str plus 2 and then bracket okay, this bracket for this and this bracket for this and this. Okay, so now here str plus 2. So what will str2 plus 2 will give me? Str gives me the base address. Str plus 2, that is address of C. Okay, address of C. Okay, this C character. Str gives me the base address. At base address, what is stored? Character A. Str plus 2, it will give me C. Okay, so address of C. Okay, then star is the value at address operator, so star will give me C, and again will give me the address of C. Okay, and this star will again give me C. Basically this star and this AND operator will cancel each other, and at the end this star will give me the value at this address star plus 2. So what should be printed here? C. Okay, let's see what is printed here. C. Okay, let's move on to next. Now here str plus 6. What is str? Str is base address of this string plus 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so I have given the address of this string to this printf. Okay, now using this string specifier, I am basically printing this part of string. So FG to DCBA. So this part of string is printed. str plus 6, base address plus 6, which is the address of the string starting from F. Okay. Now, string length of str. What should be the string length of str? Basically calculate the number of characters, and this will print number of characters 25. Okay. Space is also counted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 4, 25. The null character present at the end of the string is not counted. Okay. Now, next. Here I have declared two variables of character type, two pointer variables of character type. Basically, what that means, they will be pointing to some quantity that holds character type information. So here I have declared two pointer variables, pointer x and pointer y. X holds the base address of str. Basically, I have mentioned str here, so str gives me the base address of the string, and I have assigned that address to x. Here, base address plus string length of 25 minus 1. Now base address plus 25, base address of str plus 25 will give me the address of the null character, and minus 1 will give me the address, this address. Okay, address of character a. Okay, so x points to the start of this string and y points to the end of this string. Now while x not equal to y, while these addresses are not equal to each other, what I am doing, I am doing printing the characters. Basically, at x, what is x? What is the value at x? A. So a will be printed here using this value at address operator. Okay, a is printed, then increment x. So x will point to b. Okay, printf y, pointer y. Okay, at pointer y, what is present? A. So a will be printed and y will be decremented. Now on the next iteration, x points to b and y also points to b. Then b will be printed, then c, then d, a, b, b, c, c, d, d. Okay, then space will be printed, then E, E, F, F, G, G, space, I, space, J, J will be printed. Now, when this board reaches K, okay, the address is same. Okay, so here K will not be printed. See, K is printed? No, because when these two pointers, when x is incremented by 1 in each iteration and y is decremented by each iteration, eventually they will reach k, and now x and y point to the same address. So control will come out of this loop, okay, and the program will terminate. So this was about this example. Now moving on to the next example. Okay, here I have declared a character array of pointers of character type. Here this basically means array, and I have declared a array of pointers of character type. What that means, at each index, at str0 I have a pointer, at str1 I have a pointer, at str2 I have a pointer, at str3 I have a pointer. At str0, basically what I am doing, I am storing the address of this string, and str1 I am storing the address of this string, str2 this string, and str3 address of this string. Okay, now what I will get when I mention str, simply mentioning str and using this unsigned, okay, format specifier, I am basically printing the address of this string str. So some address will be printed. Okay, now pointer at str. Okay, basically when I am mentioning str, what I will get, I will get the base address of the array, or I can say I will be getting the base, I will be getting the address of the first element. Now str0 holds the address of this string abcx. Okay, so on mentioning str, I will get the address of this string, and on mentioning a pointer at str, okay, on mentioning str, what I will get, I will get the base address of this array. Okay, and So base address basically means the address corresponding to basically str. Str0 will be holding some value and it will be having some memory address. Okay, str0 will be having some memory address. Okay, so str will give me the memory address of the 0th element, and pointer str will give me the value at that address. Okay, see. Okay, here. So mentioning str will give me the base address of this array str. Okay, array named str. So the base address is 6487552, and this is equivalent to, or I can say, the base address of the 0th element. Okay, or the address of the 0th element of this array is also equal to the base address of this array. Okay, now when I use this s pointer value at address operator at this address, so what is stored at this? What is stored at the 0th index of this str? Address of this string abcx. Okay, now I am giving that address, the value at that address, to this printf function using this string modifier. Okay, so what will be printed? The value at this address, the value at address present at pointer str. What is the value present? The string abcx. So abcx will be printed. Okay, so str gives me the base address. Base address is equal to the address of the 0th element. At the 0th element, what is stored? Address of this string abcx. How I will be fetching that value? Using the value at address operator, that is at pointer str. Okay, that address is given and the value of at that address is printed using this modulus c format specifier. Okay, now this is also equal to this. How compiler will interpret this? Str plus 0. Okay, so base address plus 0, again 0th element. The value at 0th element is the address of this string abcx. Okay, then abcx will be printed. This array basically is the array of pointers of character type. Okay, so the each element present at index 0, at index 1, at index 2, at index 3 will be storing the addresses of the corresponding strings. Okay, index 0 will be holding the address of this string, address 1 this, index 2 this, index 3 this. Okay, now move on. Here, what is this? This is equivalent to and then star then str plus 0. Okay, okay, now str plus 0 basically base address or the address of the 0th element, then star value at that address, that is address of string abcx. Okay, then again address of operator, then again what I will get? I will get the address of the 0th element. See, same. Okay, basically str plus 0 will give me the 0th element, address of the 0th element. Okay, this star and address of the operator cancel each other and then this address is printed. Okay, let's move on to next. Here, str1 plus 2. Okay, how to execute this? Okay, just okay, pointer str plus 1. Okay, this whole plus 2. Okay, okay, let's see this side by side. Okay, yeah, now pointer okay, str plus 1. What str will plus 1 will give me? That is the address of the first element. Okay, the first element is the address of this. Okay, the address of this efg at element 1 at index 1. Okay, when I mention str, that means index 0. When I mention str plus 1, that means index 1. So at index 1, what I am storing? I am storing the address of this string efg. Okay, pointer at str plus 1 will give me the this string. Okay, now I am pointing this to this string. Okay, first element of this string. Okay, basically I am pointing to this base address of this string. Str plus 1 will give me the address of the index 1. At index 1, I am storing the address of this string. Okay, when I mention star, so basically I am going into this string. I am pointing to this value present at that index 1. So what is the value present at in that index 1? The address of this string efg. Now using this star operator, I am basically pointing to that address. Okay, now plus 2, basically I am pointing to, when I executed this pointer str plus 1, I am pointing to base address of this string. Plus 2, plus 2 will, plus 1 will be pointing to this, and plus 2 will point to this. So basically now I am pointing to G. So what should be printed? G. Okay. At str plus 1, index 1, address of index 1 is given. Pointer at str plus 1, that is the value present at index 1, is base address of this string efg, and plus 2, I am pointing to G, and then this value is printed using this modulus s string specifier. Okay. Now next one. Okay. Pointer at str plus 3. So pointer at str plus 3. Pointer at, okay, str, pointer at str. What is pointer at str? Str gives me the base address at index 0. Okay, index 0 basically. What is present at index 0? The address of this string abcx. So I am, now I will fetch that address using this pointer str. So I am pointing to this base address of this string. Plus 3, I will pointing to x, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Okay, now I am pointing to address of x. Okay, now pointer. So basically now I am pointing to x. With this pointer str plus 3, I am pointing to address of x. Using this another pointer, I am pointing to x. Value at this address is basically x. Now plus 1. Plus 1 means get the sky value of x, whatever it may be, plus 1. So sky value plus 1, what it will give me? Sky value of character y, and then print that character. What should be printed? Y. So here y is printed. Okay. Now here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. First we will be printing the string length of this array d using the string length function. Okay. Okay. Str. Okay. What is the library name we should include for a declaration of this function? Str length. So let's see what is printed. Window Dutch. Okay. We got your here. Okay. So there's some problem. Okay, I will be discussing this later. Okay, here address of str plus 1. Now at address of str, what is present? At address of str, this entire array is present. Okay, when I mention this address of str, what this means is give me the address of basically str. At str, what is present? My array of pointers. Okay, so now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, and address of str plus 1. Basically, I am telling the compiler to skip this entire array and point to the next memory location. That is address of str. Address of str gives me this array str plus 1. Plus 1 means point to the next array of pointers of character type and skip this entire array. So this is what happening here. Okay, entire array is skipped. Okay, and then I'm pointing to 84. Basically, here there are 16 characters, and if I assume according to the output that each character takes, okay, 2 byte. Okay, there are addresses. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 1 byte, 2 byte. Okay, 2 byte. So 16 characters and 2 byte. Basically, the memory taken is 32 bits, 32 bytes. So 52 plus 32, 84. So I will skip entire character array of pointers. Okay, using this address str plus 1, I am skipping this entire array of pointers of character type and I'm pointing to the next memory location. So the next memory location will be the base address of this plus 32. Okay, now next thing here, str plus 1, then this. Okay, how to ignore this? How can I write this? Str plus 1, okay, then plus 2, then star. So this is what. Now str plus 1, str is my base address, that is 0th element, plus 1 first index. Now plus 2, plus 2 means 1 2. Now I'm at index 3. At index 3, what is present? The base address of this string xyz. Now I am giving this base address, okay, to this printf function, and using this string specifier, string format specifier, I am basically printing this xyz string. Okay, so clear? Basically at str plus 1, index 1 plus 2, index 3, and index 3, xyz base address of xyz is present, and using that base address I'm basically printing this xyz string. So this was some of the problems related to strings. In my coming videos I will be also discussing some problems related to strings only, so keep watching. Thank you.